What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of HermitPack on the HermitCraft server. Oh yeah, guys. So, since last episode, I've been letting our quarry run. And in fact, I've been doing some cleaning up over here as well. So before we had the quarry on the ground, I think it was near this torch. We had it like sitting right over here. Yeah, I didn't really like that. So I ended up putting that into the wall. Yeah, so we're not taking up a lot of space on the floor. I don't really know what to do with it. It's like a weird shaped thing. We can sit into the wall one more and then have like just this block exposed, but whatever, it's fine. So I have this set up so it's redstone controlled. So if the lever is on, this will turn on. Lever's off right now, so it's not doing anything. Yeah, we have collected a lot of resources. I let this thing go, I don't know, probably a full 24 hours, I would say. Something around those lines. And we have collected a lot of resources over here, guys. Look at this. We have 11.7 thousand iron ore, almost 15,000 redstone, a bunch of copper, a lot of tin, osmium. Yeah, we really don't have to worry about any of these ores from the quarry. Yeah, we've been collecting all of them. Now, we already discussed previously the yellowite ore. We're not really getting any from the quarry, which is fine. You guys told me about that before I even built the quarry. We're not really trying to power our base off yellorium, right? We're doing it off the ethylene gas. So yeah, I swapped this out last night, this gas tank, before I logged off. I swapped this gas tank out. It's been running. This area is chunk loaded, and it hasn't touched a single bit of our gas. It's been running off of our capacitor bank. So also I have extended the size of our capacitor bank. It is now 2 blocks deep, and it's 3x3. Yeah, so we have 18 of these capacitors, the vibrant capacitor banks, which is pretty awesome. So I think it was last episode I was talking about how I couldn't get to show the input and the output at the same time. Yeah, as it turns out with this, if it is taller than it is wide for this little multi-block screen, it'll show both of those. If it's the same size, if I make this 3x3, it won't show the input. It'll only show the output or the input, whichever one's bigger, I think. I guess it's always been like that. I never really noticed that before. So if I get rid of these, it'll go back to that, or I could also make it a 2x1. It also shows the same way. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I don't know if I've known that before. Anyway, so we have that 2x3, and then I have this little battery bar right here, so we can kind of see at a glance how much power is in there, right? So yeah, this is pretty good. It holds 450 million RF. Oh, and it looks like I forgot to change this up since the last time I increased the size. So that needs to be 450,000 per tick. There we go. Okay, so maximum input and output 450,000. That's pretty good. I think our cables can only do 20,000 or something. So anyway, back behind here is what we're looking like now. I have to have these cables touching multiple faces. Yeah, the cables are per connection, how much power they can transfer. So you need multiple connections, so you can use that power and multiple connections on the other side. Anyway, it's kind of weird, right? So I got the quarry powered right there, right off the battery, like so. We also put in an interface here. So this is the refined storage interface. You had to put in upgrades in here. It's not like the applied energistics one, where no matter what you put into the interface, it just gets sucked in immediately. No, this one has a little bit of a delay. So if we were to take the stack upgrade out, let's go turn on the quarry real quick and I'll show you. Let's flip that lever, watch our output go to like 2000 something. Yeah, 2027, that seems about right. So if we look at the interface, we can see items come in here. The problem is though, without the stack upgrade, you'll get like 2 or 3 items at a time that are the same item, and then it'll like slowly drain out. Like, look at that. It's like a hopper. Or maybe even slower than a hopper, I'm not sure. But anyway, you want the stack upgrade in there so it'll like take everything out per one of these sections at a time. I think you can put speed upgrades in here additionally. You see how it like does this row and this row and this row? I think it'll do like all of those rows like much faster. Yeah, I think we'd probably have to do that. So you do have to put in upgrades into the interface, which is a little different, but it's not bad. Anyway, we have the refined storage cable just kind of running along here, all the way over to the system, and then up to the bottom side of our controller here. So it's pretty easy. I am kind of curious to see how the refined storage, like automation with it works, because I would like to try and get some things automated with that. So I am interested in checking that out at some point, maybe today, I don't know. But what thing I do know is we don't really need our quarry on anymore. So let's go ahead and turn that off. All right, guys, so a thing you guys had told me in the comments that I wasn't really thinking about before, the mending that's on these tools, I wasn't really sure how it was working. It seemed like whatever tool I was using would pick up the experience. Like I thought you had to use a tool to make the experience and then it can mend itself. That's not really how that works. You guys have pointed out that you could put it in like your offhand, which I never use. You could put it in your offhand here, and any experience that you collect does get applied to the tool, which is correct. So it works just the same as regular mending, which I really haven't used. I haven't really played vanilla Minecraft since mending was introduced. So yeah, there's that. So anyway, let's grab some of the solidified experience. Another thing you guys have told me is that with the solidified experience, you can put it on your bar, and if you shift right click on it, it uses the entire stack at once. So we went from 4 to 20 experience, which is pretty awesome. But one thing that's really good about this, let's take a look at our tools real quick. So the pickaxe we have here, it does have mending 2 on it. You can see it has stored XP of 227. So if I put this in my offhand, 227, put this in the offhand, we shift right click this, and I put this back. Whoop, let me hit F again. I put this back on the table. You can see it's up to 300 XP. So yes, we can go ahead and store up a lot of XP on our tools by doing that, just by putting it in our offhand, shift right clicking. And then we put, oh, I keep forgetting. Oh, dang it. I have to put it back in my normal hand, and then we can see it here. Yeah, now, oh, I guess there's a maximum. Only 300 maybe? Okay, well, I didn't know there was a maximum there. I didn't try that before. So 235, we can do it with a shovel. That could use a little bit of stored XP. Put it back, right there. Yeah, 300 looks like the maximum. Now, I don't know if this stored XP is increased with the amount of mending moss that we put on there. Yeah, picking up XP is stored in the tool. It will slowly use the XP to regenerate durability. I was trying to figure out why the tooltip was changing by doing this. It's just running up against the wall. It's getting smaller. Okay, I thought it was changing text. Anyway, so that's kind of cool that we can do that. We can store up a lot of XP on the tools. Yeah, and we can get it that way. Looks like Jesse's on now, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, we can collect a lot of the experience, the solidified experience pretty quickly. Then we can store it in here, and then anytime we need a certain amount of experience, we can get it out of this thing. It's pretty simple to do. I like that. Okay, so now that I know how the mending works, that's pretty cool. I would like to try and get myself the elytra for the dark plate. So that means we're going to have to go to the end, and that means we're going to have to find an end city that somebody else hasn't been to already and get ourselves an elytra. I would like to put that on here. I don't know how good that is. Like, obviously, we can fly around. We don't have to glide, but I think you can go faster when you glide. So it might be interesting to get that going and just check it out. So I think our next stop right now is going to be the end, and hopefully we'll find ourselves an end city that somebody else hasn't been to. Let me go ahead and grab some ender pearls so we don't have to kill too many endermen, and we will warp right over to where we need to be. All right, guys. Well, I've been flying around the end for a while now. I saw one of the end cities, and it was kind of small. Just finally came to this one, and this looks like a proper sized one. All right, so yeah, we got the ship there, and I believe the ship are the ones that contain the elytra. I've never really explored one of these end cities before. I'm kind of interested in just kind of poking through one of them. I know we're gonna have a lot of the, I can't think of them, the shulkers. I know we're gonna have a lot of the shulkers around that we're gonna have to deal with. Are there any chests in these things? Well, let's get rid of you first of all. Okay, so we killed that guy. He dropped 7 diamonds. That's a little crazy. So I've heard people make diamond farms out of these things. So that seems like a pretty cool idea to do. I don't know if we're actually gonna do this though, if other people have already done it. Yeah, look at that. We got 10 diamonds out of that one now. Oh my goodness. So it doesn't look like there's anything in there. This looks like the main tower. And then it looks like we have a few of these side buildings. It might be worth just kind of poking around a little bit and see what else we can find in here. So we'll just kill the shulkers as we see them. So anything up at the top? Okay, we got over to that floor there. Man, so many diamonds. I'm just gonna keep saying that. It's just crazy how many there are. Okay, well, we got one of those things tracking us. Let's get over here real quick. Hi. You're dead. So it doesn't really seem like there's too many treasures, right? Alright. So maybe there's one at the top of the main tower. I'm not sure. I know for sure that the boat has stuff in it. Let's check this tower here. See if there's anything in this. No, just another shulker. Or I mean more diamonds. Oh. What just happened there? Was there a chest here that exploded? Maybe. Diamond boots with frost rock or 2 and blast protection. Proven grafter. Ender drones. Okay. So I guess there was a chest in here that kind of got exploded somehow. I'm not sure what caused that. Anyway, let's get out of here. So that was this tall tower. Yeah, that's the only one. No, there's one right here too. So there's possible that there's loot in this one too, right? Yeah, there's a chest. And an ender chest. Right. This tool doesn't have silk touch on it, does it? I don't know if we have silk touch. Anyway, now let's just leave it alone. What's in this? Okay, we'll take that. Cyclic scepter. Alright. These guys are super noisy. Let's just get out of here. Whoop. I just ran right into another shulker. Okay. So, the only other thing I want to see is what's in the top of this tower here, since this seems like it's the main one. There is a couple of chests here. Okay. So, those are decent. We can get some mending off there if we disenchant those. Weapon case bows. Alright, I'm trying to figure out what do we want to get rid of. Let's get rid of that. Ender book. Yeah, we already have one of those. Well, there was a little bit of stuff in there, guys. I'm noticing that there are these blocks here. These are the HermitQuest ones for Joe Hills. I'm kind of interested in checking out the HermitQuest mod a little bit. We might look at that a little bit later today. I'm not sure if we will or not, but it looks like there's an awful lot of these guys here. What was I just taking damage from? There's some bees attacking me for some reason. Oh, there's a hive right there. Okay, got it. Well, anyway, let's get over to the ship. Let's take a look here. Let's go to the shulker. There we go. We'll get rid of you. Man, there's just like so many diamonds and stuff. Anyway, let us get inside. I want my prize if I can stop levitating. I want my prize. So what do we got here? We got 2 instant health potions. So that's fine. We don't really need those. Oh, there is another one in here. Of course there is. Okay, so there it is. Our elytra wings. That's what we're here for. That's what we came for. In this chest, more diamonds. We got Ender and Steadfast Drone. I don't know if we're ever going to be doing that. Soulbound, Launch 2. Okay, I think we might want to check that out. Another one of those books. And Weapon Case 2nd Edition. We'll check it out. Protection 3. And nothing here is super good. I take those diamonds too. Okay, well, we came and we saw. This is what the end cities look like. The elytra are in these ships. I almost kind of want to go around and find one more so I have a second pair of the elytra wings, but I might do that at another time. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and head back to the base and we will check out putting the elytra on our dark steel plate armor. Alright guys, well we made it back safe and sound, so I want to check out some of these things that we just got from there, since these are things I haven't really messed with before. So these diamond boots have Frostwalker on them. Apparently Frostwalker is supposed to freeze water so you can walk right over it. I've never used that before. Oh yeah, check that out. Oh, that is pretty cool. It feels like it's a little client-side laggy as that's happening. Maybe not. Well, maybe not. I don't know. It feels like it's affecting my FPS just a little bit. So the frost that makes like decays over time, yeah, pretty quickly after you walk over it, and then all the water comes back to normal. That's a pretty cool enchantment for vanilla Minecraft. I like that. I haven't really gotten a chance to play around with that before. These iron boots right here have launch on them. Now this is an enchantment that Jassassin showed me a while ago. In fact, he gifted me a pair of slime boots like pretty early on into the server with it, but I never got a chance really to show them off or check them out or anything. But this launch enchantment is pretty cool. Like if you jump, it gives you like a double jump. And since we have launch 2, we can actually have a triple jump. So launch 3 will allow you to jump 3 times. And I think that might be the max level. I don't know. But so we jump once and then again and then again. So we can jump up multiple times, which is pretty cool. And I think that prevents fall damage. We do have feather falling. I might be wrong about the fall damage thing. But yeah, that's a really neat thing. I do like that. Now, unfortunately, we have the angel ring, so if we jump too fast, we just fly. But I guess if we're falling, we can jump while we're falling, which is kind of cool. I don't really know if that's useful or not. But with the slime boots, that's really neat, especially earlier on for us to check that out. All right, so let's put that back on. We have the weapon case bows. Let's go ahead and do this. This should give us a random item. Okay, gave us an eagle. 3rd edition bow, quality broken, rarity uncommon, draw speed 1.5. I assume we have to have arrows in order for us to use this thing. Yeah, okay, so we don't have arrows. It seems like quality broken is probably not that good. So let's try the weapon case 2nd edition. A phase blade, quality crude, rarity common, attack damage 9, win in main hand, attack damage 1.6, and 7 attack damage. Oh no, attack speed 1.6. So does that mean it gives us an additional attack if it's in our main hand? Does that mean it gives it like a 16? I'm not sure. What does that thing even look like? That's a pretty cool looking sword. I like it. I like it. All right. All right. So we got all those different things. We also got these ad blocks. Like I was saying, I want to go check out the HermitQuest mod. We might do that today. So we'll probably do that pretty soon. Then we also have the elytra. This is a thing that I haven't gotten a chance to use before. So let's just put it on our body. What do we look like with that? Okay, so our cape is kind of like invisible or transparent or something with it on. All right, so we can fly normally. I don't, let's get over water. I don't really know how these things work. So if I stop flying and I hold spacebar, nope, that's not how it works. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this. Yeah, I don't really know. Yeah, I don't really know how the elytras work. I feel pretty stupid because that's been in vanilla Minecraft for a while now and I've never got a chance to use them. Apparently I've taken some damage to them though. I'm not sure how. Anyway, let me play around with that for a minute and figure it out. All right, guys. Well, I figured it out. I thought it was going to be just you start falling and you start gliding, but no, apparently you have to jump while you're falling in order for the wings to take effect. So yeah, you do have to jump in midair. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And it does look like they are using a decent amount of durability even without running into things. So these things will break pretty soon unless you have mending on them, or at least that's what it looks like. Or, you know, on breaking 3 and all of these different things. So I'm curious now to see how that works on our dark steel, since that was one of the upgrades that we could put onto it. Oh, you know what? I guess my my anvil broke. Yeah, we don't have an anvil. Can we do? Yeah, let's just make another one. So we just need, was it 3 iron blocks and like 5 or 4 regular iron? There we go. All right, so let's do that. And let's put this on. I don't know if we have to have this fully repaired or not. What am I doing? I'm clicking things off that I shouldn't be. Okay, so anvil, there's that and this, and it won't go on there probably because this needs to be fully repaired, I would imagine. Elytra plus 10 levels. Oh, maybe it's my levels? Grab 10. That plus that. Yeah, that's not working. Yeah, I think this has to be fully repaired. No, I think I saw in somebody else's video there was an item called a repairer. This item repairer from actually Addition. So this might be something we should check out. Apparently this will, I think it was an XB's video that I saw this in. This item right here should take anything with the durability bar, or a durability, I guess, and repair it fully. So we might have to use one of those to fully repair this, and then we can put that on as a modifier on our armor here. So let me go ahead and get to that. Is there anything crazy about this that we need to know? Diamond blocks that we have to do. Yeah, we've already done that before. I don't think there's anything too crazy here. Ender casing, ender pearls, more of the diamonds. Okay, so it's just a lot of diamonds basically to do this. Cool, let me get to it and we'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, well, a lot of stuff went into making this item repair. Yeah, I didn't have any of the diamonds. I didn't have any of the Inori crystals, which you have to put iron in front of the laser or whatever, and then you have to infuse it on the infusion altar kind of a thing. So yeah, now we got the item repairer here. Let's go ahead and set it down, I guess, next to our capacitor bank. Since I don't have any good places for power, we'll just set it right there. So yeah, that does require power. This won't be the permanent spot for it. We're just doing this just to check it out. So we put the elytra there. It is using a decent amount of power, 1,500. And now the elytra is 100% again. That's pretty awesome. Does it work on like this armor? Let's try and put some of that in there. Oh yeah, that gets rid of the green bar real fast. Okay, let's try putting it on the body. We'll make sure the body's full. We'll make sure the elytra's full. Let's go see if we are able to put this modifier on here now. Oh yeah, there we go. Cost 10 levels. We have the 10 levels. Let's do it. All right, so we'll put that on. So now we don't have to worry about the elytra losing durability. We don't have to worry about the mending on it. So let's fly up real quick. I am curious to see if this works exactly the same way. Press space. Yes, it works exactly the same way, except it doesn't make sound. That's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I do like that. Let's see. Does it show that I have elytra wings? It does. Okay, so with the dark steel armor, it shows that I do have the elytra wings, which is pretty cool. Although they are transparent for some reason. I don't know if that's the armor that we're using because it's enchanted or not, or whatever. But anyway, that's really awesome. Yeah, so now we have two different ways of getting around. We can either, you know, just fly normally, which is fun. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Or you can go up kind of high and then glide to wherever we want to go. So yeah, if we wanted to head over to spawn from the base, we just head, I guess, towards the end portal, this general direction. Oh, I guess I am flying. So if we point down a little bit, we can get going faster. I don't know, this feels a little bit different than the regular elytra. Although I haven't had much experience with it. But yeah, anyway, we're over at spawn. It doesn't take us too long at all with this thing. That's pretty cool. I do like it. Alright guys, so like I said, I wanted to check out the HermitQuest mod. I want to try and fight myself. Is that a bad thing? I don't know. I do know that in order to spawn myself in the HermitQuest mod, we need coffee beans. So coffee beans in the HermitQuest mod, they are different than the other ones that you normally find. I think there's coffee plants by actually additions. So anyway, the coffee plant, or I guess the coffee beans that we're looking for in the HermitQuest mod look almost exactly the same as cocoa beans. In fact, unless you really knew what to look for, you couldn't tell them apart. That's Creeper. Get away from me, Creeper. You couldn't tell them apart. If you go into a creative world and put them side by side, you can see that the coffee beans are slightly more green. But unless you see them like right next to each other, if you just see one in the distance, you would never be able to tell what it is unless you walked right up to it and looked at it. Yeah. So we need to find cocoa beans. Cocoa beans are what going to spawn me in with the HermitQuest mod. Now, there's other things we need to know about this too. The bosses that you spawn in, the hermits from that, all are pretty much very defensive against every single type of damage except for one weakness. Yeah. So we're going to have to exploit a weakness in order to actually kill me, unless we want to spend like 20 minutes hitting myself with a sword, I guess. But anyway, you can see how much fun this is right now, just kind of like flying around looking at cocoa beans. Yeah, really exciting. Anyway, let me go ahead and see if I can find a coffee bean, and we'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so here we are in the jungle once again. I want to show you guys something, so check this out. My bag of holding here has a bunch of cocoa beans in it. Yeah, this is from me exploring around and trying to find our coffee beans. Yeah, I've been at it for a while. In fact, that's why this video is a day late. It's because I was exploring around the jungles looking for coffee beans. Yeah. So I will explore the jungle over by Will's Night Base. Let's take a look at that. So if we go over here, that's where we're at right now. Will's Night's over here. So I kind of explored around. I was looking at all this different stuff. You can kind of see everywhere I've been. This is a big jungle. I was not able to find any, and I didn't want to start wrecking any of the jungle near his base, so I just kind of let this all alone. So I went online, I found a biome finder, put in the seed for our world, and I found another jungle biome up here. Yeah, and I've kind of been all over this. In fact, this entire jungle probably doesn't have a single cocoa bean left, because every time I found one, I broke it hoping to find our coffee beans. Still no go, guys. That's a lot of area here that I uncovered. It's a lot of cocoa beans. In fact, I have more at the base because my axe that I was using to break down the cocoa beans ran out of durability, and I dropped off my inventory while I was there. So anyway, long story short, Wintergrave, the mod author of HermitQuest, apparently is increasing the spawn rate because it's too hard to find. Yeah. So I ended up spawning in a coffee bean. I just wanted to show you guys what they look like. So according to the One Probe tooltip, it's a cocoa bean, even though it says HermitQuest on there. Oh, it looks like it just grew. Yeah, so we have cocoa beans there that say Minecraft and cocoa beans here that say HermitQuest. We will break this and we pick it up. Maybe. Did I not get it? Where is it? Oh, it's right there. Okay, so if we break that, we pick it up. Yeah, it says coffee beans on it, but on the tooltip, definitely says cocoa beans. So you gotta be careful when you're looking for these things. That's why I was kind of going around chopping down every single cocoa bean to make sure I wasn't missing the tooltip. Yeah, so anyway, we now have these things. I am curious to see if we can bone meal them, what they look like next to another cocoa bean, if we can get more, if we can farm these things, because it's just ridiculous, guys. I spent hours looking for it, and yeah. Well, we finally got one now. Let's go back to the base, check it out, and we'll look at spawning in the Hypnotizd boss. Alright guys, so I just bone mealed one, I broke and I get 2. So it looks like at growth stage 1 you get 1, growth stage 2 you get 2, growth stage 3 you get 3. That's what I imagine is going to work. But I wanted to show you the way these things look next to each other. So that's the second stage, and that's the third stage. So they are very, very similar. It's hard to tell them apart at a distance unless you know exactly what to look for. But yeah, these are definitely more green than the cocoa beans. So anyway, let's break this. Do we get 3 or do we get 2? You do get 3. Okay, so these are farmable, which is awesome. That's one of the things that I really was curious about, because I don't know how we get more than what we already have without spawning them all in. Anyway, so we can do that. Let's go and grab one of those. Now, another thing we need for the HermitQuest mod, let's take a look at this, is we need the Hermit Summoner. So this is made with 7 gold blocks and 2 pillar quartz. Yep, so that's not so bad. So we need that. I've already pre-made one of those things so we can do this. Now, the way this works is you drop whatever item you want on the Hermit Summoner, and then it spawns in the boss mob. But like I said, we need to figure out, or we need to take care of my weakness. So anyway, what we need to do as far as my weakness, yeah, I was kind of looking at the mod. I was kind of looking at the code a little bit. I don't have access to the source code, but with the jar files, you can kind of open them up with a text editor, and you can kind of poke around at them. And anyway, I saw that the weakness for my own boss was a potion that has the word water in it. So I don't know if we can take any old potion and rename it to water, but the easiest thing to do is just get water bottles and brew them with gunpowder, so that gives you a splash water bottle. So I can throw these potions at the boss version of myself, and that will be the weakness. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and brew up a bunch of these splash bottles of water. We're going to go find somewhere to summon the boss Hypnotizd, and we're going to go wreck his face. Okay, so here we are just a little bit to the west of my base. Yeah, the base is just over here. It's a flat area of sand. I guess people have come over here and cleaned out the sand. Yeah. Anyway, so this is where we are. I got a bunch of these splash water bottles, so we're going to go ahead and try this out. I'm pretty sure it's going to work. I probably want the food on the hotbar, but as far as everything else, we're going to want a lot of these potions on the hotbar. So let's do, I guess 3 at a time should be fine. I have tested this in a creative world previously. It's been a little bit of time, but I do know the Hypnotizd boss likes throwing splash potions of his own. So hopefully we don't die here. Is my magnet on? No, let's do this. So there we go. There's me. The Hypnotizd boss with the underscore there. Look how fast he is. I don't know. So there we go. We can do a little bit of damage. Oh, okay. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Give me nausea. Nausea, get him. Yeah, we're doing a decent amount of damage with this. Whoa. Are we going to have enough to get through there? The nausea is just ridiculous. Do all of the bosses do that? I'm not sure. I haven't gotten a chance to fight pretty much any of them. I was only testing the one that's me because obviously I'm the best one. Okay, so a full inventory -1 is what we needed. My goodness, how long is this nausea going to last for? Another 7 seconds. Okay, well, let's pick up what we dropped over here. So we did get a coffee mug. It says empty, refilling. That's cool. We got a Hypno reward banner, and we got some gold ingots for that. Was that all we dropped? It looks like. Yeah, it definitely looks like. So we got a weakness. So he does give you weakness as well. So yeah, attacking with a sword, not a very good idea. Splash potion is the weakness for myself. Let's see. Where's the entrance to the base? Over here. So I want to set some of these things down and kind of just take a look at them. Yeah, that's a pretty cool mod. I like that. I want to check out all the other hermits too. Maybe we could collect all the different banners or whatever. So there is the Hypnotizd coffee mug. That's pretty cool. It's big. I wonder if you can make coffee with this. I don't think you can. Anyway, it's a cool little reward. I guess we... Oh, it says hand. Hand stone. I don't know. Can we break this? Is it there for forever? Or do you have to break the table? Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure out how to get that thing out of here in a little bit. And then we have the Hypnotizd reward banner. Let's set that right there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to go and wrap the episode up here for today. I had a lot of fun checking out some of this stuff. Yeah, trying to find those coffee beans, pretty disappointing. Takes a long, long time. And eventually we just had to spawn one in just because there's some kind of a glitch that's not generating frequently enough or something. But anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you liked it. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.